y'all, what's up? Today is Monday the 16th. That means we're starting a whole new week of cooking in Krystal's kitchen. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome. My name is Krystal with a K, and I share cooking videos once a week on Sundays, and I basically just kind of like document. These are also cooking videos for beginners. If you don't really know how to cook, you don't know where to start. Some of the stuff that I use is like package type stuff, like spaghetti, you know, those are in packages, but then some things I also make from scratch, like breadcrumbs and chicken stock and biscuits. Anyways, if this is the type of content that you are interested in, you may want to go ahead and click that subscribe button. Oh, it's my oven. Give me a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get into what I'm cooking tonight, which is a spaghetti type bake. It's not necessarily spaghetti and it's not lasagna. This is the cavatappi pasta, like the little spiral noodles. Publix had their noodles and sauce BOGO this week, so I went ahead and stocked up. So I've got 2 Pregos. These were the BOGO deal, and these were BOGO deal. And then I've also got 2 pounds of thawed out hamburger meat. We are a family of 5, and our kids are on the older spectrum. So we've got like 18 to 11. So we have quite a few bellies to fill. I'm also gonna do some garlic bread. It's in the freezer. It was also on BOGO. So basically everything tonight is from a package except for my ground beef, which I'm just gonna go ahead and get that on the stove right now. Also, I had to take off the jacket because I'm sweating. Also, if you're new here, I've got a handful of seasonings that I repeat with just about every single meal, starting with salt. Black pepper, minced onion, powdered garlic. Like I said, that is the base for just about every single meal that I cook, okay? Since we're doing a spaghetti style meal, I'm gonna use the Italian seasoning. Meat masher. Okay, so my husband called and I had to take it. I have already put in the pasta, and then I had to go ahead and put in the sauce. So everything is coming along nicely.
Ooh, you making that? Yay! It's my way.
There we go. I'm gonna layer it with cheese.
What is this before? Like, what do like what does school not teach you to do that you need to do?
We're gonna do 2 cans of corn. Drain your corn. I've never, ever claimed to be a healthy cook. Okay? With that being said, 1 full stick of butter. Salt. A lot of salt. Black pepper. Just a little bit. Microwave for 2 minutes. Stir it 2 more minutes. My husband likes cheesy garlic bread. I mean, so do I, but he requested cheese on the bread. So let's add cheese to our bread. Dinner is served. My husband said he wanted a little bit of corn, so I gave him a little bit. Hey guys, what's up? Today is Tuesday the 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's about 3 o'clock and I have a Pilates class at 5:30, so I'm gonna have to leave here around 4:45. So I've got to go ahead and get something started for dinner, so while I'm gone to my classes tonight, my family will be able to eat and not have to order pizza like they did last week. I've got 2 cups of thawed pre-cooked chicken. Yes, this is my favorite go-to. 4 cans of chicken pudding and some spaghetti noodles and rotel. Can you guess what we're gonna have? chicken spaghetti. We just had a pasta last night, but these type meals are so easy and they actually taste really, really good. And my family really likes them. I have 3 kids and a husband, and like I probably won't even eat much of it, but they like, I have to feed them. Like, I don't know why. They just come to me every single day, multiple times, and it's like, Mom, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? So why not make something that they like and that they're gonna eat? And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So, but in order to do that, I'm gonna stop rambling and start cooking, okay? Gloves on. Now, like I said, this is already pre-cooked. It is thawed out. So literally all I have to do is like heat it up or just put it in the dish. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a pretty good little dice up here. This right here kind of helps it to be dispersed throughout the pasta dish. That way you get a little bit of chicken in every bite instead of just one big hunkin' piece of chicken, you know what I mean? So this is the way I'm able to kind of help the chicken stretch and still get a little bit of protein. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my chicken. I'm going in with 4 cans of cream of chicken. If you like cream of mushroom, you can absolutely use cream of mushroom. I don't like it, so I'm not using it. Now, I've got this really big can of Rotel. I'm only going to use a portion of this. They were BOGO at Publix a couple weeks ago, so that's why I have this great big one. I will use a portion of it for this, and then I will probably use the rest for something else, like tomorrow or something. Probably like 2/3 of the whole container is what I use. I don't know the correct measurements.
Ties right here.
I'm going to use a little bit of Velveeta also to make it super cheesy.
Yep. Got it.
It has not been in the refrigerator, so it's like very like squishy kind of, if that makes any sense.
That looks like squishy. Tuck it right here. So, I made a bracelet and I want to show you. And then I had to like tie it. It was kind of confusing. Oh, don't look at that.
I'm going to add in a pretty good handful of shredded cheese, along with some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And then I'm going to add in about, I'm going to say about a 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Maybe not even that much, just a little bit. Blah. Into the pan. My husband would be really, really upset if I forgot to put a whole layer of cheese on top of this. I still have one of these that I just opened. I have my dish in the oven. I have it set at 400 for 45 minutes. That's probably going to be too long. I got 30 minutes until I got to head out. So I'll probably just turn the oven off at that point. But I will see you in a little bit. Hey y'all, what's up? Today is the 18th. It's about 1:45-ish. And I'm about to get some dinner started. I have my crock pot pulled out because on Wednesdays we have church in the evening, and it's easier if I do like frozen pizzas, a crock pot meal, or like a casserole situation. We did a casserole last night, so we're gonna do a crock pot tonight. I have already got marinated chicken and pork chops sitting here. They've been sitting here for probably about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and dump those in. I've got quite a bit of bacon left over from the last time I bought bacon, but as you can see, it is majority fat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cut this up like a rough chop and throw it in. And then I'm gonna chop up some andouille Cajun sausage. I like to buy these when they are on like deal at Publix, buy one, get one free, and toss it in my freezer. So for situations like this, I've already got it. Also, I like to make mine look a little fancy. So I just cut them at an angle. Now that's all for the meats right now. I will add shrimp, but that will come later. It only takes like 5 minutes for shrimp to cook, so you don't want to add it in right now. So I'm gonna move on to some vegetables. I have this celery left over from whenever I made my cabbage soup the other day, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop it up. I'm gonna add in 1 whole yellow onion. And I'm just gonna kind of give it like a rough chop. And see if you can get away with it not making your eyes water. After you've gathered yourself, be sure to save your scraps because we're gonna make vegetable stock with this later. Okay, now that all the meats and vegetables are chopped up, now I am out of bell pepper, so that just won't be added in, which is totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do minced onion. Yes, I know I just added a whole onion. I don't know, I added into everything. I'm gonna go in with some more onion powder. Do not be afraid to season your food, okay? We're gonna go in with garlic. I have fresh garlic, but I really don't wanna go through the process of mincing it up to put it in here. I've got things to do today, so I'm just gonna try and keep this as quick as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a tiny smidge of my favorite steak seasoning just to give a little razzle dazzle. Also, this is all I have left of Cajun seasoning, so I'll probably have to grab some more today while I'm out. So there's that. Going with a little bit of black pepper. We're gonna add some salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little cayenne. I like it just a little spicy. I am gonna go in with, this is probably 1.5 cups, maybe close to 2 cups of homemade chicken stock. And I'm gonna give it just like a rough little mix. We're gonna put the lid on it. I'm gonna cook it on high for 4 or 5 hours. Then I will come in and add in some shrimp, and then I also will do some rice in my little rice cooker pot thing that's sitting over there. And dinner will be ready for after we get out of church tonight. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then I will see you guys later. Bye. Almost forgot. I've already made my bowl and kind of mixed it together. Hey guys, what's up? Today's the 19th. I'm running really behind. I've been to Lowe's, Hobby Lobby, and Publix, and I just got home and we're about to get some dinner started. Thankfully, my meat is already thawed out and I've already got a really easy meal planned for today. So this is something that I learned from my aunt like a long time ago. She called it a Mexican fiesta. Basically, it's like a Mexican casserole. So it's like hamburger or like taco meat with rice and black beans and cheese, and you can kind of do it however you want and like top it with Doritos. That's what we're gonna do tonight because it's gonna be super easy and super delicious. It's like 8:30, so I've got to get this going like now. This is 2 pounds, by the way. I was out of the small bags whenever I bought hamburger meat. And so I had to do 2 pounds in the big Ziplocs instead of 1 pound in the small. Salt, pepper, minced onion, just a little tiny bit of the steak seasoning, not a lot, onion powder, and of course, cumin, and of course, meat masher. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my rice in the microwave. I have 3 of these pre-made pouches. So I can do rice, like basic rice in my little rice cooker. But when it comes to like seasoned like this, I would have to look up videos and I really don't have time for that. I got this at Publix the other day. I think it was like 3 for $5. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the microwave and get them heated up. The base of the casserole is going to be corn chips. Now, if you have the Doritos, by all means, go ahead and do that. Basically, this is gonna be really loud, and I'll only show it for just a short little bit, but it's gonna be really loud. I'm gonna take my hands and just crush all of these chips down. The hamburger is done. The taco meat is done. Again, this is 2 pounds with taco meat. I'm just going to try and evenly spread it best I can across the top of the crushed chips. Just try and spread it out. Add any kind of beans that you would like. I'm gonna go ahead and go with these seasoned black beans. To me, I just like them because they have that extra little bit of flavoring. Okay, so drain as much of the juice as you can. Now I'm just going to add in the rice. I'm going to go ahead and add 3. Go ahead and top it with whatever kind of cheese makes you happy. I have this little tiny bit of Colby and mozzarella.
I'm gonna kill her.
Babe, if we ever need to use. And there we have it. Also, I'm a ding dong, and I just realized that I did not add the what are these called? Doritos. I did not add the Doritos on there like I was supposed to, so my bad, bruh. Okay, here we go. Plates are made. I did goof and forget to add this. It's fine. We'll just use this to scoop. And then I did add a layer of cheese dip. I forgot to show this. I made some Rotel Velveeta cheese dip, and this is dinner tonight.